Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and as well Virgo Rising weekly general tarot reading January 17th up until January 23rd, 2021. And if you do want to skip the draw for the Virgo and you do wish to jump right ahead into the spread, use the timestamp in the description down below. Other than that, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, guys, just leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads and as well live streams. So with that being said, moving straight away for a Virgo draw here, the first card that you Virgo have, that is going to be Three of Pentacles. Followed by the second card for Virgo, which stands as the Page of Swords. Followed by the third card for Virgo, which is the Four of Swords. Followed by the fourth one, and that is the Nine of Wands. And the last card for Virgo, that will be the Nine of Cups. Now I do want to draw one more card for the Page of Swords here, just so we have a catalyst. We know what role they're going to play and what kind of intentions they're going to have into your environment. And the catalyst, oh my god, that is going to be 10 of Swords. All right, so that's going to do it for the draw, guys. And now let's jump right away into the reading itself. Alright Virgo, so you can see your spread on the screen, and I would like to start by, no matter what this person over here, hold on a second, so no matter what this person over here is to bring you or playing a role into your week, is gonna have a happy ending, okay, because we do have the Nine of Cups at the end. And we all know that that is one of the best cards into tarot. And just long story short, guys, no matter what that person brings you, you're gonna have at the end of the week fulfillment of your accomplishments and achievements, sensual joy, and as well the sense of fullness of life. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and move toward the start of the week here with the Three of Pentacles. And truth be told, when I look at these cards, that is going to be a very versatile week for you. I think that many things are gonna be moving around. You will have situations, and when I say situations, I mean experiences in your romantic life, as might as well into your career. So that is a very general read. But at the start of the week, you are going to be involved in some cooperations. It could be romantic cooperations, it could be as well business cooperations, or both, probably. Now the difference is going to be that in the romantic cooperations, there are going to be very much fruitful discussions in between you and your person of interest or a person you like, you know, or maybe as well your boyfriend or a girlfriend, significant other, I mean. And through these fruitful discussions, a resolution to some issues that you may have in between each other is to be identified. The resolution is to be identified. Now, are you both going to do whatever it takes to resolve that issue? Well, that depends entirely on you. Career-wise, that Three of Pentacles is going to bring you a lot of support, okay, from your co-workers, from your boss as well, supervisors. So if you are hoping to have a green light of jumping into that project or that activity, or you want to negotiate something, that is a great time you do so. Career-wise, as you are to be supported by the people that you are working with, you are going to be supported into your development. And right after that period of negotiations, fruitful discussions, cooperation ends, that individual here, the Page of Swords, comes about, and their manifestation is going to be very unique from one to another. So one Virgo is going to have them manifest in one way, another Virgo is going to have them manifested in other way. But their manifestation in all of its forms, what is going to be common, it is that they will want a immediate attention here, and will demand from you a snap decision to be made, or a snap action. So the delay, what I'm trying to say here is that delay is going to be out of the question. Now, so for some of you, that page is going to be as a unexpected help coming your way with a suggestion of an action that has to be done now. Okay, now, right now. For others, he is going to be a person who brings a lot of remnants from the past. It is kind of like a person who makes you remember things that you are not going to handle it very well, in a sense of that these may be things about your past mistakes, okay, that may be things about a past failures, also that you need to get over with them. But in all of the ways that this Page of Swords may manifest for you, it will require a irrevocable decision or an irreversible action that you will have to make, okay? And after that, there is no going back, literally. This is, I believe, the harbinger of a new era in your life, where under new era, I don't mean the entirety of your life, but about the situation that that person manifests itself into. And what is important here to be said before I move to the next card, it is once that individual shows up and they want you to make that irreversible move, draw a line and make a retrospection. Okay, and try to learn from your past mistakes. That is going to come up a little bit further into the reading as well, but try to kind of like see through your old mistakes so you do not make it one more time, because these cards does not shield you actually from such a thing of making a mistake. And the most, how can I put it into words, the most unfavorable way how the Page of Swords may manifest is like a scandalist. What I mean is that this is a person who comes about and just challenging you in everything you do, in everything you say, making drama out of it, and kind of like provoking fights and scandals in between you and them. And should that be the case, the Ten of Swords here as a catalyst is pretty clear. You just have to cut them loose, looking back no more toward them as a friend or as a companion, because the fights, the arguments, the wrangles with the Page of Swords, they're pointless. I mean, you cannot convince them into your point of view, nor they can convince you in theirs. So it's a point where your paths actually need to separate, need to diverge. And right after that period of time, now moving toward the middle of the week here, we do have the Four of Swords. Moving back to the old topic, Four of Swords speaks that after this tumultuous appearance of that person, now you are going to start seeing more calmness into your environment, career-wise and relationship-wise as well. And that is going to be a moment where you would want to clean the pollution that has been provoked by the Page of Swords, and thus, instead of randomly associating yourself with different people at the middle of the week, you are going to prefer to associate yourself only with one or two people that you do find most loyal and faithful to you, and through that you're going to start discussing a lot of a how do you call it, a not intimate, but I would say private subjects. Okay, very sensitive was the word that I was searching for. So quite sensitive subjects about you, about your job, about your relationship as well. That card may speak about a professional help as well, where you may want to go and see your therapist, physician, counselor, business advisor, and so on and so forth. But the bottom line of the Four of Swords is that after this period of time, after the Four of Swords ends its manifestation, you will know what you will have to do moving forward about your career, about your love life as well. If you have any doubts in what you feel toward one or another individual, that is going to be the moment where you will have your emotions in check. You will know exactly, do you love the person or not? Do you like the person or not? And you will know what to make of your relationships and your business associations after the middle of the week. And then when you kind of like have that diagnosis, that accurate view over all of your partnerships, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, I'm sorry, comes about. And this is a card that concludes it all. What I mean is that at that moment, towards the end of the week, you Virgo are going to take the necessary approach, or rather like the accurate approach toward all of your situations. That is the moment where you are to make the conscious changes and adaptations needed in order for you to pretty much have a harmonious environment, relationship-wise, business-wise, friendship-wise, and so on and so forth. And all that is going to be drawn from your experience, previous experience, into failures, and that is where that connection comes about in between that individual that showed up earlier into the week and the Nine of Wands, because if they served no good purpose at that stage at the start of the week, but only, you know, made your life harder, now their appearance provoked in you to look deeper in your past so you can make a better decisions and a better actions. And there is another connection here in between the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. It is that one of these faithful companions, loyal followers, and so on and so forth, could become something bigger at that stage of the week. And I'm not talking romantically. It could be romantically, but not only romantically. It just is going to grow closer, and that comes from the Nine of Wands, based by the bridge in between the sun and the moon. It is just the two lovers, so to speak, are now having what connects them. And also for those who are single at that stage of the week, it's very likely that they may find somebody to date with, or somebody with how can I put it into words, with interest to date with them. Are you gonna go for that? Well, that depends entirely on you. But nonetheless, at the end of the week, all is gonna be clear, like I said, and at that stage, you're gonna feel quite happy, taking all of the necessary actions, decision makings, adaptations, like I said, conscious changes, so to speak, so you can make your life thriving, and it is what your life is gonna be at that stage, having, again, feeling the sensual joy and the fullness of life out there. Your career is likely to go very well and to be in a very good spot at that stage of the week at the end. Your friendships as well, your love life also. And it's important to know that this was not for granted, and you should not take it for granted. You put efforts to get to that point, and further efforts are needed so you can sustain it. And that should be your mindset for the next week moving forward. So with that being said, Virgo, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we may see each other next time. Until then, bye.